Hi friends, how we doing? Happy Good Friday. I hope you're doing really well. And today we are crafting at home with me, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a mixed canvas. I thought we'd oh, that just fell down. I thought that we'd have a look and do some mixture of layers, some stamping. Let's just have fun. So really it's like Carly goes wild with the craft. Okay, so let me turn you around so you can see exactly what I'm up to. There we go. Hopefully you can see where we are. So I've got a blank flat canvas. That easy, that simple. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Hemi crayons, and I've already put a few bits in here, and I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Now I'm using a fan brush. The reason why is because I want it to be loaded, but I don't want too thick of a brushes. So by doing this, it just gives you a lot more of a wispy feel. So again, now I'm going into the lighter blue. Ooh, look at that lovely colour. You can also add a bit more water if it's not how you want it, and blend it a bit further. So I'm just going to keep building up this colour now, but I've got lots and lots of different beautiful papers to put on here as well. So let's go back in the lighter blue and pull that up. Now I'm absolutely obsessed with sea themed at the moment, so this is what this is going to be. So I'm just taking a bit of water, and I'm just blending that colour out using them Hemi crayons straight from into my palette. Try and keep your directions the same, because otherwise if you start mix and matching it, it gets a bit of a muddle. So I've got a bit of a build up of colour there, so I'm just going to blend that away like so. So this is my base so far. Now what I'm going to, oh dear, there she goes dropping things. So now I'm just going to heat that quickly just to dry off so I can see the colour that I've achieved. Because always remember, whatever colour you put on, especially watercolour, it always dries at least 2 shades lighter. So I'm just going to take this now, dry this off. Hi everyone, hope you're doing really well. Sorry I can't see your messages at the moment, but after I've finished the canvas, we can have a little chat after. So now I'm just building up, drying that off. So we are ready for our next layers. Now if you do get any pools of colour, simply tilt, allow it to run and chase it with the heat gun. If you haven't got a heat gun, just leave it out in the sun. It's a beautiful day. If you've got a garden or a step, something like that, gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Got a little bit of colour there, that's fine. Off my thumb. So now I'm just going to blend that out. See, no, where did that colour orange come from? Fingers off my palette, I bet. It doesn't matter. This is the beauty of doing a free canvas. And yes, we're going wild with Carly today because I have no plan, you see. What I've done is I've just popped out loads of different things. Usually I have a plan of action, and the next project I've actually planned, but this one I really haven't. So we're just going to see how it goes. So once I've dried that off, there we go. Beautiful. Have a quick clean up. There we go, and we can carry on. So next point of call, what we are going to do is I'm going to take some gorgeous coloured papers. Now the papers that I've chosen are actually they sell them in the works. They're really good. They're £3 for a pack, and this is like the under the water sort of scenes, if you like. Beautiful, beautiful papers. So with this one, I'm going to take this pattern first of all, and you know me, I do love a good rip. So I'm just going to start ripping this down, and that piece will go beautifully there. Now never throw away any of the layers that come with it, because look at this, beautiful. That's the gorgeousness about this paper collection, is that it's double-sided. It is harder though to choose what one you want to use, I do admit that. So again, just ripping it, always tear towards you so you get that beautiful rip on the inside. And we are just going to layer that up. Again, rip it towards you. If I place that one there, that one can go in there. Yes, again. So now remember, I have no plan today, so I may change my mind as I go along, because I do that. So next what I've got is some navy paper. And I'm just going to do a few pieces of this. So ripping again, that bit can go in the centre. Can you see how you can just build it up really easy? Again, just tear towards you. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just enjoy yourself. Have some fun. I've been making canvases for the kids this week, actually, to put in their rooms. I've been doing quite a bit of that, because sometimes you just need to do something different. So now this one is going to go up there. This piece is going to come down the bottom, just like so. So let's glue this together now. Now this is the hardest bit, is remembering where you've put things. So what I tend to do is take photos of it, but obviously I'm on my phone with you, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Now I'm using bookbinding glue. It's up to you what brand you prefer. It doesn't really matter, they're all equally as good as each other. So the next layer, again, don't worry about being too perfect, just enjoy yourself, do something a bit different today. So on there, now we are inking over the top of all of this as well. So then the next layer, pull that down a little. Then we've got one more. Now this could look different to how it did previously, because I didn't take a photo. Being a bit naughty, going a bit free today. Now this one's a bit longer, which is fine, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wrap that around that canvas. Like so. Then the last piece, we're just going to put down the bottom there. There we go. Beautiful. Lovely. So let's just push that down a second so that can start. Now with these pieces, you can always cover up the back of the canvas. Really, really simple. Just add a piece of white paper, something like that. But I always wrap it around, because I do like that sort of, I don't know, just the way that it looks from the sides as well. So you're just pulling that up over the back, just like so. So let's turn that over. Here we go. Beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some other layers in and some ink first of all. Let's get inky. So I'm going to pick up my Stormy Sky now, straight on with a dauber. I'm just going to do a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit on that layer there, a bit on there, and then a bit right down at the bottom, like so. Next, I'm going to take my evergreen bowl. Again, just swap those daubers. I'm going to put a bit across there. Go back in, pull a bit of colour there. Oh, you didn't stick very well. Oh, hello, Doris. Doris the cat has come to see us. Shall we have a look? Hiya, look. Look who's come to see us. Say hiya. This is my little Doris. Isn't she adorable? Oh, he loves you. Yes, I do. Right. She's also got paint on her head at the moment. Being a bit naughty, isn't she? Mischievous. Let's get back on with the canvas. Here we go. Right, can everyone see? There we go. Right. Doris Grace, what are you up to? She's looking for food, I bet. She's always looking for food. But what she does is she screams and shouts at me, and then she just wants a treat. It drives me crazy. It really does. Now, what have I done with the lid of that? It's there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up a little bit of water on my fan brush still. I haven't really cleaned it particularly. I'm just going to go over the top just to create some different layers. So now I'm just going to heat set that. And obviously the Distress Oxide that I've used here, you will get that beautiful sort of speckle effect. The way that it just sort of sits on top. Now, usually I do a lot of stamping with my Eureka, but today I'm just going to use an acrylic block. The reason why is I'm using much smaller stamps. And it's not really about the stamping, it's more about the texturing that I'm going to be creating. So again, just that little, can you see how you can get that sort of motley effect? So I have got some layers, like I said before. Now these I've already cut out. These are actually from the paper collection as well. You can see you've got mermaids on the back. And because you get all these beautiful sort of layers. Look at these. How cool are these? I love them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a few of these on as well. And remember, if you're like me, you can just tuck it over. Gives you that beautiful edge. There we go. Then this side, I'm thinking, oh yeah, there would be good. Always think about balance. Always think about how it weighs up the project. So obviously, you know, you want to make sure that you've got enough colour on, but you also want to make sure that the balance is there. So now I'm just adding a little bit of ink just on that edge, just to tidy that edge up. And I'm just going to add a little bit of green ink just at the bottom there, just so, like I said, balance. You can balance with colour, you can balance with imagery, you can balance with layers. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so let's get stamping. So the stamps that I've chosen, I've chosen quite a few. These are like texture sort of stamps. So the first one I'm going to use is almost like a mesh sort of net. I'm just going to go on my acrylic block. Now look at my acrylic block. It's actually much smaller than my stamp, but it doesn't matter, because the reason why is I just want that texture more than the crisp stamp. So I'm just going to move this up and start adding some texture. Now this is beautiful. You can just keep adding it randomly. Don't keep it uniform. Make sure you go over some of them papers as well. I didn't stick that very well, did I, naughty? There we go. Pop a bit of glue on there. There we go. Okay. So I am actually using the Evergreen Vow as I'm going over the top. And I'm changing the direction as I'm stamping as well. So some of them are this way, some of them are other ways. So next I'm going on to my bubble stamp. Beautiful again, but this time I'm going to go on with Stormy Skies. So again, and I'm just going to fill in some of them areas. Now again, this is a distress oxide, so everything can be water soluble and adaptable. There we go, it's coming together. Beautiful. Okay, so the next one I wanted to use was the script. It's a key favourite of mine, actually, the script stamp. And I found some beautiful, absolutely stunning stencils. I've got them from Create and Craft. I've got them here, actually, she says. I have, somewhere. Some really beautiful from many different companies, but if you just type in stencils, there is loads of beauties on there at the moment. So now I'm picking up this script stamp. Again, not being particularly perfect with it. It's more about creating layers than actual something to read. So again, just on the top, quite random, doesn't have to be perfect, just like so. So next what I'm going to do, again, take my fan brush, a little bit of water, sorry, just over them key areas that I've already stamped. What this will do is it will set all of that imagery that we've stamped to the back. So heat set again. Chase those drops. I hope everyone's having a lovely Good Friday. If you haven't got Easter eggs, don't worry. I mean, eggs are hard enough to get hold of at the moment. I was quite lucky that there's a farm delivery just up the road from us, and we've got a beautiful box of fruit and veg and a tray of eggs. Just getting rid of all that wetness that we've applied using the brush to make all the colours sort of morph together. Beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to do next as well is I'm going to build up some floral design here. If you've got any die cut shapes that are flowers, or you can actually buy these die cut already, really simple. You just cut in to the center and these will create your 3D flowers. So you can build them up into 2, 4, 6s, even 8s if you want. Now, my top tip for your middle piece, once you've sculpted all of these, and if you really wanted that tight rose, just get a bead and then just wrap the paper around it, and that creates your center of your bud. But I'm not going to be doing that today. I'm not going to have the fully encased flowers. I'm going to go a bit rogue. So you just emboss from the back, rotate it over, give it a squidge in the center, and that is how you create a 3D flower. So I've got many here that I'm going to add in just a second, but I'm just going to grab a stencil first of all. Let's have a look. What ones have I got here? I thought I brought my new ones. Ah, yes, I did. Now look at these beauties. These are all on the Create and Craft website. So I'm going to take this one first of all, the mesh, the netting. and I'm just going to place that over, and I'm going to use the Mermaid Lagoon. So let's pick that up, which is quite a bright, vibrant blue. You can tape it down if you prefer, but obviously I'm just going a bit rogue. And again, just use this. Now, I do believe these are by the Craft, what was it? I can't remember now, it's gone. Just to give it them layers. I've also found some beautiful scripty dies, and I'm also just going to use the top of this to add some words across there, a little bit on the top. Again, you could use texture paste, whatever you prefer. And I'm just gonna pop a little bit of water on that top line because that was a bit heavy, and I'll dry that out. Now I've also got one of these, which are the new Gossip Glitter watercolour pens, and I'm just going to add some of that as well over the top using a script die. Just make sure it's got plenty in. Come on, you. Give it a little shake. This is a new one. Aha! So now it's going to be faint. Gives you some layers. If you want to go back in as well, you can do that and dry it off. Right, so what we got now, I've also already pre-stamped the compass image and done a little bit of ink work and some colouring in detail around the edges. So this is in fact going to go here. So I'm going to lift this up this time using some foam tape just to make it a bit more predominant. So a little bit there, a little bit there. There we go. And also, oh, that didn't come off very well, did it? Also, I'm going to just ink that edge a little. So I'm going to take my VersaFine and I'm just going to swipe along. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just swipe. Do it quite gently. Don't push in, just swipe along. You should probably do this before you take the adhesive off the bag, but hey ho, done now. And I'm going to put that at a jaunty angle on my canvas. So let's start adding all the beautiful flowers. I've got quite a lot of 3D flowers here. So I'm just going to quickly look for my 3D glue gel. Here we go. And we can start building up these layers. Absolutely beautiful. Now I think as well, symmetry is pretty, but sometimes it's not what we're after. So, you know, as long as the flow is there, it really doesn't matter. So we're just building up. See, if you're like me, I always batch make loads and loads of flowers. So it just saves so much time, because then you're ready to go, especially if you're doing different colour tones. Makes it a lot easier. I'm ready to build up. So there we go. Little one there. So they do all random sizes, it really doesn't matter. I mean, they do say the power of three, don't they? You know, it's either opposing or the same opposites of colour. but all of these papers are from that collection. There we go. A few little more ones, I think. Just build it up. Now we can start putting in that detail. So you're just going to randomly add flowers to make it balanced. So once you've done the bulk of your flowers that you want, then you're going to take the smaller ones, and they're the ones that are going to make it balance. There we go. Okay. So next what I've got as well is I've got some beautiful die cut shapes that I've already started to use, and I'm just going to tuck these behind using, I might as well use 3D glue gel. Just tuck them behind, choose your favourite side. So I'm going to have that one there. I've also got some circles as well. Let's have a look. Maybe, yeah. That one will go lovely up there. I don't know why I synced my projects. It's very, very strange. I hope I'm not the only one. So, I've also got a little piece of vellum here that I'm just going to pop across there. But if I just pick this up here, I should be able to tuck it in, use that little bit of glue that I have there, and add that on top. Tuck it round, a little bit of wet glue, just around there, tuck that in there. Just gives it that extra texture. Beautiful, if I say so myself. Right, next what we've got is I've got some beautiful sentiments that are from the Tim Holtz collection. I use them loads lately. I think I'm actually addicted to using them. But they're just beautiful sentiments that just say the right things. Also, they're on like chipboard. They take ink beautifully. So let's add these in. A little bit of glue. So creativity takes courage. It does. I'm just going to stick that there. And then down here, trust your heart. So nice and easy. Just placing that on. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of this glitter. I'm just going to sort of dab it here and there, just to pop it all together. And of course, a little button just in between there. Right, hiya. How is everyone? Love the way you pull everything together. Thank you, Rachel. That is so kind. Let's have a look. This is so lovely. Hi, Denise. Yes, go by the 3 rule, yep. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Pamela. Hello, Squirrel. My little Billy's watching. How you doing? Sue's watching. Jackie. Hiya. Hope everyone's really, really well. Yeah, everyone see Doris. She's a monkey, isn't she? I think Sid actually thinks she's a panda cat. But anyway, so do you want to see the canvas? Here we go. There we go. So you've got florals in there, you've got stamping, you've got colours, multiple layers. Really, really simple to achieve. And of course, just using that flat canvas, if I pull it back a bit further, you can see it much better. There we go. And of course, we've got that beautiful layering as well. Super simple. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that, considering I went rogue, didn't I? I just went out of my mind. This is what happens to me. That's how I craft. Some people much prefer planning. With me, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Shelbell. Some people much prefer to have a plan, but sometimes I just think, just go for it. It's so much more fun. So if you would like to win my canvas today, I will be putting a post on later where you can comment and win this, and I will send you it. Okay? What are your favourite colours, Claire Louise? Well, working with the same papers now, we're going to create a little card. So I did put it here earlier. She says, honestly, how can I lose everything? My table is not even that big, and yet I still lose everything. Right, so let's just place this over there. It's all right, my daughter's asking me, what, Lots?
Where's the lemonade?
Lemonade is in the fridge, darling. Okay. She wants lemonade. She washed her hair in pink shampoo. She's got pink hair. Looks lush. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, let's get back on with our next project. So, using the beautiful papers that we created using the canvas, now we are going to create a card. But all I've done is basically cut 3 centimetre strips, and then I've cut them down from there, and we are going to create a card just from bits, really. So I've got my A4 piece of paper, folded it in half to create my 10th fold card. Let me show you what I'm going to do. So here we go. Here's the pieces of paper that I've already created. Now the best thing to do is work out your layout. Make sure your card opens properly. So I'm going to add 1 piece here. Let's have a look. They do need to be similar. That's why it's good to cut 3 centimetres. And we're going to cut all the excess off after. But then we're going to add this one. And see what we're doing. We leave it. It's almost like a brick wall, the way we're going to pop this together. But you can do it by eye or you can measure. It's completely up to you what you prefer. Let me just move that along a bit. See, now I'm not happy with that like that. So that will have to go like that. We'll place that piece there. See where we are. There. There. Like so. So let's glue this down. So you're just taking, as long as they're 3 centimetre and they're double-sided, so that means you get the alternate of either side of pattern, then you can just go. But you want to try and stagger the meet points. It's always best to use wet glue because then it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Do you hear my son shouting? He's with his dad, so he'll see to him. There we go. Now, I also shared all the fellow sewers that are out there how to make your own masks at home. So if you are going to the supermarket, if you are venturing out at all, it's a great idea to make your own mask. There we go, and then the final piece will come down here at the bottom. There we go. Now bookbinding glue is great because it tends to adhere really, really quickly. So once you've got your base main design, now you can either use a paper trimmer or cut it from the reverse on the back. because if you cut it from the front, it's not going to be level. I should probably let this dry first, but hey ho, started now. We'll check. Yep, we're doing good. There we go. Now, flat canvases, you can get them from Create and Craft, but I know the Work sell them, the Range, Hobbycraft. So, you know, just whatever suits your budget, really. But it's a great gift to send someone as well, and also using it as presents are perfect. So, this is how far we've got. Next, what I'm going to do is take a love heart of the same pattern. I'm going to lift that up with a little bit of foam, she says when she can't find it. Here it is. Just at that bottom left corner. Again, I've got one of those beautiful sentiments from Tim Holtz, a little bit of ink. Now I haven't even put any more on this, and this is actually Mermaid Lagoon that I'm using. It's a great colour, but you always leave the middle white. The reason why I do that is because it draws your attention in and also looks a bit more arty. So there we go, just place that on there. Perfect. Again, just a frame. I'm going to take my black Versamark and I'm literally wiping it. You're not actually pushing in because otherwise you'll get a print as such. But all I'm doing is framing it. So there we go. Let me show you what I'm up to. Hiya. Oh, you've got that paper in your stash. Woohoo! You go, girl. So, there we go. How are you liking that? Just something a little bit different. Try a different technique. You're almost building it up like brickwork. But it's 3 centimetre strips that you need. And then once you cut it away, it's ready to go. So, there we go, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've had a wonderful time and you feel inspired. Please stay safe and I will be back with you Monday at 1. If you've got any suggestions as well, maybe from previous tattered lace kits, maybe different stamping techniques, let me know what you're after and I will create something especially for you to learn. Don't forget as well, I will be posting pictures of my canvas and that is going to be available to win today or this weekend. I'll probably do the pick on Monday when I do my Facebook Live. But if you've got double-sided papers, remember, try the brickwork frame. It's something a little bit different, a little bit more fun, and also it just looks a little bit different. So stay safe, my friends. Take care. Have a beautiful Easter, and I will see you 1 o'clock Monday. Take care. Bye.